might happen is that after this at bat, he will go out in the left field in the top of the inning and then be relieved. Get a hand again.
As if they may not stop this all during this at bat for Yaz. Yaz a single in 2 trips this afternoon. 2 outs and a man on for him. And he takes it low from Spillner for ball 1. What you might see is Yaz go to left and maybe a Reed Nichols running right behind him to replace him. Just a bit too low, and Yaz in the driver's seat count with the 2-0 mark. Three balls and no strikes. This is Gene Yawkey. The 3-0 to Carl. High pop-up and to second baseman Jack Perconti. A step or 2 out on the grass now. He has it, and the Red Sox are going in the 7th. They lead 1, and at the end of 7 full from Fenway, Boston 3, Cleveland 1. At Fenway Park, as we go to the top of the 8th inning, Carl Yastrzemski, as we were mentioning, did take his position in left field. And once he was out there, Chico Walker ran right in behind him. And that young man you see on your screen right now, as Yaz left the field, walked right over to him and handed him his hat.
Well, won't be the last. Here he comes again.
Where's the shirt going to go? With him. Well, I'll tell you, it's hard to believe that the crowd response this afternoon could have beaten yesterday, but I am quite sure that it has.
Boy, I'm telling you, they know this is it. And I don't blame him for taking that swing on 3-0 last time up. You don't want to walk. Unless it means something, you know. Spillner, I know, wasn't trying to walk him. He was trying to get it in there, do something with it, but...
Yes, walked right to that young man right there in the turtleneck white sweater and just politely handed him his hat.
No, he doesn't know yet either.
The little boy didn't do much, but his dad jumped about 4 feet.
Put a jacket on over the undershirt. He's giving one last hurrah. He felt he had to do that one more time, as he did yesterday. And this is a little more dramatic. People are falling all over the place. Well, it is so, and that was the final appearance of Carl Yastrzemski. We have others we thought were the final, but very quickly the totals on the game. The Red Sox 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and 9 left. The Indians 1 run, 9 hits, no errors, and 10 left. The winning pitcher in an excellent job, a route-going performance by rookie Al Nipper. In his first major league win, went 9 innings and went 147 pitches. And the losing pitcher was Bud Anderson. His record is 1-6. A 3-run homer by Jim Rice. He has the lead in home runs. He's tied for the league lead with Cecil Cooper in RBIs. He has the total base lead, and he had another single besides. Yastrzemski had a single, and it was just now the sun's out, and that's kind of prophetic, isn't it?
Well, I guess it's only fitting that we should end the day with the sun shining on Fenway Park. It's certainly shined on Yaz for many years in that Red Sox uniform. And the way he, again, I can't emphasize enough at how impressed I was with the way he handled himself from the very start of this thing until the very last minute with his last round trip around the warning track here saying goodbye to the fans.
He made that one a beautiful roundelay. I mean, there are folks out there trying to tackle him practically, but they had this poor security guys following him around like a bunch of blockers. He made sure that they all came out, everybody except really the manager, Ralph Houck, who wanted this to be a players thing. He had prepared this very short speech, which we will give edited versions of down for today's crowd. Here is the speech. Different crowd on the final day. This is really the final day.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As a sign, a couple of signs I saw, and they said, "Say it ain't so, Yaz." I wish there wasn't. Today marks the last day of my career as a Red Sox player. I want to thank all of you for being here with me today. It has been a great privilege to have worn the Red Sox uniform for the past 23 years. And to have played in Fenway Park in front of you great fans. I'll miss you, and I'll never forget you. Thank you very much.
That was what happened before the game today. It came as a bit of a surprise maybe to some of the fans who thought maybe they had been short-circuited or short-shrifted yesterday because they were not here and there would be nothing done here, but he did it himself. And that started the afternoon. And the afternoon on the field was not bad for him. He did get one hit. He got it to the left side, a ground ball single. His last time up was kind of unusual because it was a 3-0, and you almost knew he was going to go for it if it's 4 feet outside.
Well, he certainly did, as you said earlier, did not want to take a walk on his last at bat, and he didn't. He hit, as a matter of fact, he got a pretty good pitch to hit. Got just a little bit under it. He was really cowtailing it and popped it up. But all in all, I think that with that 285 mark that he will end his career with, and the production, the numbers that he put up to go along with that 285 mark is alone in itself outstanding. You just don't see those kind of numbers put up by hitters. And for him to have had that one hit today the way he had it, although it was not a home run, and I'm sure that he was just dying from inside out to hit one a long way and hit it out of here, he did at least have the base hit.
The last real home run and he hit was off Sutcliffe of Cleveland, and he sent the baseball over. He sent a baseball over to Yaz to sign before the game, and Yaz said, well, it wasn't really the last one, but the last one was rained out. So talking about the numbers, though, Marty, the 285 is really over a 23-year period is awfully good, I think. And these days particularly, and Ralph Houck was talking about, well, they talk about numbers. He said there's some people in the Hall of Fame that have numbers that aren't as good as a lot of 285 hitters like Carl Yastrzemski, and also the fact that he could beat you in so many ways in his good years.
Oh, he could. Ned, of course, we get to have a look at the numbers every day and positions he is in on the all-time list, and so many of them. He is well below or way down on the list toward the top 5 and almost in the top 10, certainly in the top 20 category of almost every department that they record and keep records of. So just that alone tells you the work that the man has put in and the ability that he has. So certainly played more games than anyone else played today, his 3,308th game. And we had mentioned this prior to this, that I don't think will ever be broken.
No. Here is the 8th inning when he takes his position in left field. And manager Ralph Houck will do the same thing that 24 years ago manager Mike Higgins did when Ted Williams went out to take his place in left field after hitting his home run at Fenway. And he replaced him at that time with Carroll Hardy for Williams, at this time with Chico Walker. Fans didn't think about it much of it before, but they don't want to see him leave. But all of a sudden he is going to be replaced. There's Walker giving me his hand, and Yaz will get the hand of everybody as he will get the full benefit of the crowd once more. I figured it was going to be once more, but it turned out that after that, Al Nipper, the pitcher, the young pitcher, now he will bring his hat over to a youngster along the first base side. Gary Allenson wanted to make sure his manager and pitching coach, they had been wrung out too by this. Yeah. Wow. That youngster will remember that. And he came out one more time. And he took his shirt off as if this is it, fellas. I'm going to take a shower. But it wasn't to be. They kept calling for him.
Man may never have a smile from ear to ear on his face again, but he certainly got it this afternoon.
And his father, as you said, was up on top of the dugout practically. And there comes another appearance.
You know, I have to think, Ned, that these are difficult things for him to do, because so many times in his career, he was called upon by fans, even in different ballparks, and I'm talking about prior to this year.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, right here in Fenway Park, he was asked by the fans, by the round of applause and standing ovations, to come out after an important base hit or a home run. And never once, to my recollection, did he ever do it until maybe the last part of last year a little bit. He did it a couple of times, and of course this year he did it on occasion.
And the big hit, the 400th homer, the 3,000. But you know, when he would come out, it would be a very quick, okay, the hat's off, I'm back in there. But this time the shirt's coming off this time, and that's when we figured we'd seen the last of number 8. But we had, really, because he came out later, as you just saw, later on, live, to run around the field one more time for this crowd with his jacket on. With his shirt off, and another hat went into the stands. So it was another nice afternoon, and another thing is gone, and it'll be something strange for me, certainly, Monty, to go to spring training. He'll be down there as a coach or something, probably, but to start a season without him being there. And Houck was saying the same thing for people like that, and Houck has had the Mantles and the Kalines and the people, and he equates Carl Yastrzemski certainly with them.
Well, it'll be a little bit strange, I'm sure, but as you said, he'll be around, and his presence, I'm sure, will be felt, maybe both in the big league camp as well as in the minor league camp.
Before saying so long, I want to make sure to note what has happened beside me this year with Bob Montgomery doing such an excellent job. A rookie season last year, which was a good one. This was even better, and we're going to do it again.
Brewster, thank you very much, and I owe all of that to you, certainly to you, and the good work of Tommy Tedisco, who works behind us that no one ever sees. We mention him once in a while, but we're going to
stop mentioning him
just
from now.
To ditto your words. As far as I'm concerned, he is the absolute best in this league, and oftentimes I feel very lost when he's not behind the controls in a truck somewhere in some ballpark.
We'll be behind some truck, some microphone someplace in some ballpark next year when we see you again. Good night, Joni and Mike. That's it. The final score of today's game. The Red Sox 3, the Cleveland Indians 1. This is the TV 38 Red Sox Network. Red Sox Recap has been brought to you by your local McDonald's restaurants, where Big Mac is leader of the pack. Today's game has been brought to you in part by the Boston Globe. The Globe's here. By Budweiser, the king of beers and proud sponsor of the U.S. Olympic team. For all you do, this Bud's for you. By Delta, the airlines run by professionals. Delta is ready when you are. Join TV 38 tomorrow night at 8 for Missiles of October, Part 1 on the Movie Law. Boston Bruins hockey starts Thursday at 7:30 against the Quebec Nordiques on TV 38. Stay tuned next for Sports Shorts, followed by Hogan's Heroes at 5:30. This has been a TV 38 sports presentation.